Today, we take different time periods of SPAs from World War II to modern to test them to see how well they'll do against bombers dropping the biggest bomb in game, Britain's 12,000-pound HC Mark I bomb with about 4,000 kilograms explosive mass to be dropped by the Lancaster. Will each time period of SPA be able to take down the Grim Reaper approaching? Or will each bomb's earth-shaking explosive abilities rattle them to their core? Today, we find out. For round 1, we test to see how SPAs of rank 1 and 2 that were mostly developed around 1930s to 1940s will do against 5 Lancaster bombers approaching with their 12,000-pound bombs. Round 2, we include SPAs of rank 3 developed from 1940s to about 1960s if you include the M42, maybe some others, and then a round of chaos to see an ultimate bomber vs SPA night battle of every time period. I've just started being more serious about patrons, and thank you for Tank Striker for supporting me, being a VIP member. Let's see how our contestants do in round 1. Our bombers coming in at about 1,800 to 2,100 meters high, which is about 6,000 to 6,800 feet, as the SPA team plays it very smart, with most of them trying to spread out as much as they can. First bomb being dropped. Gets shot, causing it to explode mid-air, surprisingly not affecting the SPA just below it. From dropping a bomb this size in real life at this altitude, it was recorded by a bomber pilot in World War II that when even dropping a 4,000-pound bomb from 6,000 feet high, the shockwave would still be violently felt. I didn't notice anything affecting the Lancasters at this height, which I thought was interesting. The bomb that had detonated mid-air was only about 3,000 feet away from the bomber when it went off, and about the same distance to some nearby SPA, which, based on the World War II bomber pilot's experience I mentioned earlier, should have probably destroyed the bomber in close SPA, but didn't affect either. Let me know in the comments below if I'm missing something. This altitude the bombers are flying at, we've seen in previous vids that this caliber of SPA weapons are capable of taking down our bomber contestants if not careful. A few players using the YAG-10 equipped with a 75mm cannon firing high explosive time-fused rounds, which will quite easily take out one of these bombers if hit just right, even at a higher altitude than most SPAA with machine guns and other cannons are capable of at this ranking. SPA being able to shoot down their first bomber while flying just above 2,300 meters. The challenge it seems for the bomber participants is when flying higher it kept them safer, but becomes harder for them to see their targets below, which is causing them to fly at lower altitudes. But the lower they are, the more vulnerable they are to the SPA weapons below. It was difficult difficult finding much information specifically on the 12,000-pound HC Mark I bomb in regards to what it was truly capable of, but many SPAA in this event are seen getting destroyed within a radius of 340 meters or just over 1,100 feet, even while being behind large buildings or structures when the bomb goes off. 10 minutes in with only 19 SPA left. Three bombers left in 3 minutes left. What will be the final score for this round? One bomber keeping themselves at around 3,500 meters after seeing their fellow teammate shot down, but is becoming harder to see some of the flashes below, whereas the other stays around 1,700 meters while noticing some close call shots around him. Finishing the round off with one being able to get 7 kills in one drop. Only 5 SPA left from the 1930s to 1940 time period. We now amp it up in round 2 to allow SPAs up to rank 3, including some that were in service up to the 1960s. Players voted to have more bombers, now including later year SPA, in which, since we didn't have more Lancaster players, we allow the P-8 to join, which was known to having the biggest bomb in game before the 12,000-pound bomb was released. Let's see what catastrophic destruction this brings. Bombers coming in at 2,000 to 2,500 meters. After the first wave of bombing led to 15 SPAs destroyed, with one Lancaster on its way down. It was recorded that a 12,000-pound bomb, or 5,400 kilogram bomb, would make a crater that was 80 feet or 24 meters deep and 100 feet or 30 meters across. I guess SPAs can fly. The deadly blast radius from one of these 5,000 to 12,000 pound bombs is around 3,000 to 4,000 feet. Blockbuster, or Cookie, was the name given to several of the largest conventional bombs used in World War II by the Royal Air Force. The term blockbuster was originally a name coined by the press and referred to a bomb which had enough explosive power to destroy an entire city block. 5.5 minutes in with 5 bombers down and 29 SPA left. ground bomb was created by putting together three 4,000-pound sections. In 1943, 25,000 of these were used. This rose to 38,000 in 1944. In 1945, up to the end of the war, a further 25,000 were used. Seven minutes in with 9 bombers left and 8 SPA. The spreading out of anti-air helped the SPA team a lot, while bombers that kept themselves at 2,000 to 3,000 meters had a much better chance of surviving compared to the many lost that tried getting a better view by flying lower. Lancaster, only flying at about 560 meters when dropping its bomb, probably should have also gone with the SPA it took out. With all anti-air destroyed and 8 bombers left. What an epic match. We now go into our last round of chaos at night, where we allowed all time periods of bombers and SPA to go against each other. Let's see what chaos this brings. The major difference here is modern SPA is going to have a major advantage. Unlike the 1930s to 1960s that use machine gun and cannons, more modern anti-air have the use of SAM missiles, which are proving to be absolutely detrimental to most. Not sure how that first missile didn't take down the 1932 Soviet bomber. Jet bombers approaching first and coming low, giving them the advantage of not being easily targeted by the SPA's missiles. In with 27 bombers shot down and only 10 SPA destroyed. We now take away the SPA's missile abilities to see how this will change things. the bomber propeller planes are starting to be able to reach the battlefield, which could start changing the score. Coming down to the last few minutes of our final round, what do you think the final score will be? Score in our all-out time period bomber vs SPA battle to 36 bombers destroyed with 56 anti-air destroyed. Wow, what a turnaround without the SPA being able to use their missiles. Hope you all enjoyed this vid, and thank you to all those that helped. You all stay cool and keep flying.